When an opposing player tells your coach to bench his quarterback, you know things have hit rock bottom. The entire NFL is talking about what just happened between Jalen Ramsey and the Cleveland Browns after a viral clip from last week's game against the Steelers exploded online. Ramsey, known for his ruthless trash talk and no-filter energy, was caught pointing directly at head coach Kevin Stefanski, then motioning toward Shedeur Sanders, shouting for him to put your best player in. The crowd gasped, social media lit up, and suddenly, Cleveland's quarterback controversy went from quiet whispers to a full-blown circus. What makes this even crazier? Ramsey isn't just any player. He's one of Deion "Primetime" Sanders' protégés, personally mentored by Shedeur's legendary father. So when Jalen Ramsey told Stefanski to play Shedeur, it didn't just sound like taunting, it sounded like a message from Prime himself. The clip spread like wildfire, with fans calling it the most disrespectful and most accurate thing to ever happen on a football field. Meanwhile, Stefanski stood frozen on the sideline, visibly rattled as the Browns' home crowd erupted in laughter and disbelief. The tension was electric, the message unmistakable, and it may have just changed the entire narrative around Shedeur Sanders' place in Cleveland. But this wasn't just about one viral moment. It exposed something deeper, a growing rift inside the Browns organization and a league that might already believe in Shedeur more than his own team does. And as the clip continues to dominate headlines, one thing's for sure: this story is far from over. The clip that broke the internet came from a single, jaw-dropping moment. Jalen Ramsey, fresh off another sack on Dillon Gabriel, turned toward the Browns sideline, pointed directly at Kevin Stefanski, then at Shedeur Sanders, and yelled for the coach to put your best player in. The stadium buzzed with disbelief. Fans couldn't tell if Ramsey was taunting or telling the truth. Within hours, the video was everywhere. Millions of views, endless reactions, and one message louder than all the noise. Even the opposition believes Shedeur deserves the spotlight. Ramsey's words carried weight because they didn't come from a fan or a talk show. They came from one of the league's most respected defenders, a man mentored by Deion "Primetime" Sanders himself. To many, it wasn't just trash talk, it was a declaration. The message was simple: Shedeur's time has come. And from that moment, the Browns' quarterback controversy wasn't a rumor anymore. It was a full-blown NFL headline. There's a reason Jalen Ramsey's outburst hit harder than normal trash talk. It came from someone deeply tied to the Sanders family legacy. Ramsey isn't just any player. He's one of Deion "Primetime" Sanders' closest mentees. Prime personally guided him during his rise in the NFL, shaping his confidence, his mindset, and that fiery on. It wasn't just a viral moment. It was a symbolic passing of the torch from one Sanders disciple to another. The internet absolutely erupted after that clip of Jalen Ramsey hit social media. Within hours, fans flooded X, Instagram, and TikTok, demanding that Shedeur Sanders get his shot. Memes, edits, and reaction videos took over every timeline, with people calling Ramsey a real one for saying what everyone's been thinking. Even non-Browns fans chimed in, saying it's bad when an opposing player has to tell your coach who to start. But it didn't stop there. Hashtags like #PlayShedeur and #Free12 began trending, and sports pages couldn't stop replaying that viral moment. Analysts started debating whether Stefanski had lost the locker room's trust, while fans claimed this was the turning point for the Browns' season. In less than a day, he clip went from sideline frustration to a full-blown movement. And suddenly, it wasn't just about a game. It was about a statement. The people want Shedeur. Inside Cleveland, things have gotten uncomfortably quiet, and not in a good way. Kevin Stefanski hasn't said a single word about Jalen Ramsey's viral outburst, and that silence is speaking volumes. Players are reportedly tense, Fans are restless, and the locker room energy feels divided. Some believe Stefanski's pride is stopping him from admitting what everyone already knows. Shedeur Sanders deserves a real shot. Even inside the organization, whispers are growing. People close to the team say veterans are frustrated watching talent sit on the bench while losses pile up. Ramsey's comment didn't just spark internet buzz, it exposed a deeper problem within the Browns. Leadership that refuses to listen. Every passing week without change feels like fuel on a fire that's spreading fast. If Stefanski doesn't act soon, he won't just lose games, he'll lose the locker room. Kevin Stefanski is officially under fire, and this time, it's not just from fans. Inside league circles, people are starting to question whether he's lost control of the Browns' locker room. After Jalen Ramsey's viral moment, the pressure has only intensified. Reports claim even some players are quietly agreeing with Ramsey that keeping Shedeur Sanders benched while Dillon Gabriel struggles makes zero sense. Stefanski's decisions are starting to look more like ego than strategy. Analysts on sports networks are calling it the breaking point, saying Ramsey voiced what players have been too afraid to say out loud. Meanwhile, fans have turned every Browns post into a battleground, demanding accountability. What started as a viral sideline clip has turned into a franchise-wide controversy, and if Stefanski keeps ignoring the noise, it might just cost him his job. The Browns fan base has officially had enough. What started as frustration has turned into a full-blown rebellion. After Jalen Ramsey's viral message, fans across Cleveland are calling out Kevin Stefanski and the front office for ignoring the obvious. Shedeur Sanders is the future, not Dillon Gabriel. Social media is flooded with clips, memes, and chants of "We want Shedeur," echoing from bars to stadium seats. Even the team's own posts are being bombarded with angry comments demanding change. The fans aren't just disappointed, they feel disrespected. Years of mismanagement, wasted potential, and now the benching of a young star have pushed them to the edge. Ramsey's moment simply gave voice to what the entire city was already thinking. And now, Cleveland isn't asking politely anymore. They're demanding answers. That viral Jalen Ramsey moment wasn't just about one play. It exposed something deeper inside the Cleveland Browns organization. When Ramsey pointed towards Shedeur Sanders and shouted for him to be put in, it wasn't simple trash talk. It was a wake-up call. A respected NFL veteran publicly questioned the team's direction, and fans instantly rallied behind it. That moment became symbolic of what many already felt, that talent and potential are being wasted because of stubborn leadership. Across social media, analysts, players, and even rival fans agreed. This wasn't just a sideline outburst. It was a statement about accountability, recognition, and change. Ramsey's words hit harder than any tackle because they revealed the truth everyone's been whispering. The Browns need Shedeur Sanders, and they need him now. The Jalen Ramsey incident might just be the spark that changes everything for the Cleveland Browns. When a respected star like Ramsey calls out your head coach mid-game, it sends shockwaves through the entire league. Fans saw it, players heard it, and even analysts couldn't ignore it. That single gesture, pointing at Shedeur Sanders and demanding he be put in, became more than just a viral clip. It turned into a symbol of frustration, loyalty, and truth. Now the pressure on Kevin Stefanski is boiling over. Every interview, every practice, every snap is being watched closely. The people want Shedeur, the locker room wants results, and Ramsey's outburst? It might have been the moment that forces Cleveland's hand. Because at this point, one thing is clear: the Browns can't keep their future sitting on the sidelines.